Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Navix Toy Reviews, and this one is something really cool. Like, all the stuff I review is really cool, but hey, this one shows I got more variety to my channel than just Shinkalian toys. This is the Joy Toy Stormcasting Turtle. Basically, if you don't know, Joy Toy is an action figure company that usually makes a lot of really good 40k stuff, really stiff hands notwithstanding, as well as other stuff. But recently they did a whole line based on the Black Talons animated series on Warhammer Plus that, I'll be fully honest, I have not seen because I am not paying for Warhammer Plus. But what's particularly good about this is that it's from a setting, one of the Warhammer settings that isn't 40k. It's Age of Sigmar, basically the successor to Warhammer Fantasy / Warhammer the Old World. I've been really getting into the more fantasy side of Warhammer recently. In fact, I think I'm leaning more towards liking that a bit more than the 40k stuff. And yeah, as you can obviously see, I've started collecting some Cities of Sigmar stuff, starting with the Battle Tome, and later I'm actually going to start getting the model kits. And yeah, I'm hoping that this is the first of a series of videos where I basically talk about all of Joy Toy's Age of Sigmar figures, because hopefully that will show Joy Toy that there's a market for Warhammer stuff that isn't 40k. And yeah, the usual detail LUC for their Ultramarine stuff, and you can see that on my previous channel. But for the fresh start, alright, let me just say, if you're new to Joy Toy figures, they are exceptionally good. But they got really good articulation. The sculpting on this guy, Hendrick, the Silver Wolf, is amazing. And he looks so great. And yeah, people might say that the Stormcasted Turtles are just the high fantasy version of the Space Marines, but honestly, I think I like the Stormcasted Turtles a bit better than the Space Marines. With that hot take out of aside, let me show you the rest of the figure. It's got really good articulation. Some of it is a bit hampered by all the stuff on it. It's got good wrist articulation, arm articulation, again hampered a bit by the cape. The cape is made of some really good material. Like, look at that. And like I said, the detailing on these figures tend to be really good. The sword pulls out. But I obviously had in a bit more of the axe things. And yeah, it comes in this box, which comes not only with the figure, but also a silver base. Well, not a silver base, but like a plastic base that you can use to help it stand, because this guy can stand pretty well on his own, but this lets you like do a bit more dramatic poses. And yeah, also head articulation again, and showing again. Look at the detail on this guy. That is, you cannot tell me that the Stormcasted Turtles do not at least look awesome. And yeah, in this box comes with all sorts of, comes with a whole bunch of extra hands. And an extra head in case you want to have Hendrick not wearing his helmet, which I didn't. I really dig the helmet. It's like Balthazar Gelt if he had a beard. So, yeah, not much more I can say about it. At the start, Joy Toy always does good stuff with their Warhammer things, and hell, they actually have improved based on what I've seen, because usually the hands tend to be some of the most difficult thing to put weapons into, but this is actually pretty good. Maybe it has to do with the fact that Warhammer Age of Sigmar is a fantasy setting that doesn't have guns. In my previous experience, it's one of the hardest things with some Joy Toy figures has been getting the gun in the hand. But this didn't actually take me that long to put the weapon in Hendrick's hand. But one of the figures does come with a crossbow, so I'll have to see in the future whether or not that good hand molding continues. But yeah, that's my bit of a rambling review about Hendrick the Silver Wolf. He's a really good figure. If you guys really dig the Stormcasted Turtles, I'd highly recommend this out. In my experience, the Joy Toy figures, they're a good way to collect some Warhammer 40k figures and stuff without having, and honestly, a bit less expensive than buying the actual miniatures. But hey, I'm actually planning on collecting some Cities of Sigmar miniatures in the future, so who knows? As maybe I'll just get used to paying the price for that. But overall, I give Hendrick the Silver Wolf of a 5 out of 5. This is a really good model kit. And also, again, I highly encourage you guys to buy this and the rest of the Stormcast Turtles line that I'm going to be showing in future videos, because I really do want on the show Joy Toy and Games Workshop that there is a market for action figures from stuff other than 40K. And yeah, so yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you will always see when I review the next Stormcast Turtle line. The next Stormcast Turtle figures in the line. Until then, have a great day.